Draw controls will be just a crucial part of this game today, Luke, with both teams just high-octane defenses, just putting the clamps down on everybody this season, both squads, elite goalies. Should be fun, Luke.
Let's do it. Final regular season matchup of the year here. And we're ready for our first draw. Sam Smith for the Wildcats going to be facing off against Abby Boyle for the Buckeyes. Trends towards Northwestern, and they will grab it. Sam Smith winning the first draw of the day.
The rides have been a strength for the Buckeyes. Their attackers are just so athletic. They fly around, and their willingness to play defense is just amazing, and I think that's Coach Moore's got to hang her hat on that for sure.
Obviously trying to pick up a dangerous win here at home for Northwestern in an adverse environment. They're on a nice little win streak of 5, and they're controlling behind the net here. Nice little pass around, first opportunity pushed away.
Buckeyes coming out physical right off the bat. Emily Magalotti sets up the penalty, however.
So a chance for a big shot here. The run and the pass. Back towards high. It'll be shot down low and blocked away. So that Buckeye defense, the first we talk about, that's a nice first opportunity.
Yeah, one thing you want to do is try to get that early save. And Jocelyn Torres, one of the most elite goalies on the Tewaaraton to watch list, comes up with the first save. And as a coach, that's what you want to see. You want to see your goalie get settled in, make that first save, and make the defense, feel confident in how the day's going to go.
That's just the first one. Still lots of time left to be played here with a 0-0 scoreline as Lily Sherman hit the deck there for a second. Will trade it off to her teammate, and the Buckeyes will get set up here on offense. So running here from Magalotti. Leads the team in ground balls with 20. We'll get a few more whistles. Now the Buckeyes ready to go. Shot clock in full, and they're into the zone. Getting that quick passing and getting a nice score would be amazing to start out the game, especially breaking it open. Setting it up high, Magalotti will trade it off. Looking for that wraparound, the dive in here will go bouncing in. How about this? A mic drop from Leah Sachs to blow open the game.
Just a quick, easy, nice goal. One shot, one goal. That's the way you want to be, Coach Moore. It's got to be excited about the way this game has started. We're going to see right here in the replay as it just trickles across the goal line there. Delaney Schweitzer was kind of surprised, I think, that the ball was even out of her stick at that point. Delaney Schweitzer comes in as a preseason honorable mention, a grad student, and has not let too many goals like that in. So great start for the Buckeyes.
She's rocking over a 500 save percentage entering today, along with 92 saves. But the Buckeyes find a way to score first. And, their record is kind of a disguise, it feels like. The Buckeyes right now on a 6-game losing streak, but they started out the season 8-0 as the Wildcats win their second draw.
I think this says a lot about the Big Ten Conference and, quite frankly, a lot about Northwestern as they have buzzsawed this conference, and it is not an easy conference to win games in.
Already the regular season champions, no matter the outcome here today. Of course, we'll have to wait for that postseason tournament and what is to follow after. But Northwestern gets a chance here to try and battle it back. A missed pass over towards Madison Taylor, and that's who you've got attack for the Buckeyes. They beat the top star. They've got the possession.
Lily Sherman coming out on her senior day, making plays. Love that.
Sherman sends a nice pass off, and all of a sudden the Buckeyes are wrapping it around again. Hargraves will hold it for a second, toss it over to Magalotti. On the right side, back again to Magalotti. Looking for that assist. Trying to set up the speed that has already allowed this Buckeye offense to score once. A run-in shot here and a nice block in the low ground. It's awkward with the recovery, but eventually Katie Tyak is able to pick it up behind the net. Holding with 50 on the clock. Guarded well, pass around here. Up to Hargraves. Hargraves trying to bounce it around like a soccer ball, kicking it. Right near the edge line, will battle for it and grab it. playing the 2-on-1. Hargraves will knock it out and give over possession. Those turnovers, Northwestern causes 15.5 per game. That knocks them about 70th in the country as a big hit's going to be laid, and it looks like Northwestern player Sammy White holding her jaw there. Excuse me, that's Lucy Monroe.
Yeah, Abby Boyle. Or I'm sorry, Katie Kawchak come in there. You know, very physical. You can tell this Ohio State defense is going to play a physical brand of lacrosse today.
So a green card is going to be issued here. Northwestern trailing this game after the early Buckeye goal from Leah Sachs. But working it behind the net here. 11:30 still left to go here in the first. Chance to equalize with a pass down mid. Broadway's blocked though. A couple stop signs. Green light in front. And another whistle.
The shooting space call will give the Wildcats an opportunity to tie it up here, Luke.
Big chance to run it in. Wasn't able to score on the last one of these penalties. But we'll hold it on that right side. Running in straight one-on-one here. Works the high ground. And it's a block. That's Jocelyn Torres, her specialty.
Torres does a great job of just matching sticks right there. Coming up big with the save. Just two big saves, you know, right there. And I'm sure that the Wildcats are frustrated right off the bat, but not a team that stays frustrated very long. Looks like they're matching feet here on their ride.
For Torres is going to need to continue to be phenomenal throughout the day today. Of course, leads the team in pretty much every category except goals allowed average. But she's going to chunk it forward, and the Buckeyes are going to start their speed. That's
something that the Buckeyes are going to have to do if they're going to match feet in this ride. They're going to have to bring in attackers up to help in the clearing game, and Kate Tyak is certainly capable of helping out in the clearing game.
Some of the non-starters coming out from the bench, and that's going to be a big test for the Buckeyes as well. Just a wealth of defensive studs for that Northwestern side, and here's the right side work. The Buckeyes, not too much time left on the shot clock.
Something the Buckeyes do well, they just do a great job of mixing it up between every player has just a different strength, and you'll see right here they're going to pull it out with 24 seconds left in the shot clock and decide to work for a better shot. Sometimes when you get a righty on that side that doesn't have a great angle, they pull it out and fight for a better opportunity.
Well, 10 seconds left. They'll look for one now. It's Barhorst on the right side looking for a 1-on-2, but she's sticked away. It drops away to Schweitzer, and the Northwestern defense survives again.
Jane Hansen, number 4, the 6-year defender. 6-year defender, that's right, with the takeaway.
Mary Carroll, a nice work into the zone, though. Still a 1-0 game here. Buckeyes with that early goal on their first possession. Really successful for the Northwestern, though. Still lots of time, as you said, a team that loves to battle their way on back into games. They've got it on that left side. A chance with a pass, but it's kind of over the head. Too much sauce, a 1v3 battle. And the Buckeyes somehow escape with it. Nice job there from Lily Sherman.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
The 2-goal lead.
And a lot of credit to Sammy White for even starting that play. Gets the interception back in the defensive half, then pushes their way forward with that speed. The Buckeye defense just wasn't there quick enough.
Yeah, again, got to answer the run. The Wildcats have gone on a little run here. See what the Buckeyes can. The draw control has just been. It's going to be an area of concern.
5-1 in that category. Northwestern leads. We'll wait here for number 7. And starting to increase those shots on goal. Bouncing up high, Buckeyes get the first stick on it, but again, Northwestern, that recovery control so good from Madison Taylor.
Yeah, Madison Taylor just showing her diversity in just about everything. Coming up with big ground balls, goals. That's what you want in your top player. Maybe that's why she's on the Toraton watch list.
Can do pretty much everything, and is showing it here. Helping, of course, the Wildcats earn themselves a Big Ten regular season championship already. Another shot pass. It's going to be another score. How about this? Taylor Lapointe will find her 16th, and they've just got everybody scoring.
Well, they cracked the zone, and as you can see, one of the ways to score on Jocelyn is be right in front of her face, because that's the only way they've been able to score. And this right here couldn't be more of a one-on-none, and she's going to need a little help from this defense. 9 shots on goal, 5 have gone in. She can only hold the flurry off for so long, and you see the feed right there on the inside and the quick release. To put the Wildcats up by 3, Luke, I'm starting to slowly creep into dangerous territory. I don't think I would like to have the Wildcats up by 4 heading in to the next quarter.
And including today, their score minus their opponent's score, they are plus 127 in their margin on the season.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's something.
It's okay. Something to slightly brag about.
And their draw control almost flawless still. 6-1 so far. From the dot, it'll be another win for them. The 7th draw control of the game for the Wildcats. And they're just exploding with speed, utilizing all of their tools at the disposal. They'll just run in, taking a stick to the face. Madison Taylor sent to the ground.
Yeah, just an aggressive dodge there, and she draws the shooting space and a little contact. Probably not the most ideal scenario, having Madison Taylor point blank on your goalie.
Taylor, a possible one-on-one scenario. Already 1 goal today. Here's her run. The shot goes wide left. Retention of possession by the Wildcats. They'll play it through Monroe, who passes it on back. Getting very quick with these redirections. A nice interception touch there from Simmons, but played towards the outside. Still with control, 60 seconds left on the clock here. Shot clock, game clock separated by about 1, and flag will come out.
Emerson does a good job of just attacking right here, getting that little jab step. You see they'll do that just to draw these free position shots, and once again, 1-on-none.
Oleg works it, right side score! It's the 6th of the game for the Wildcats, and a 6th new score.
We are entering the danger zone, Luke. You need to answer this in a rapid way. 53 seconds left to play, and I think the bleeding is starting at a rapid rate. So take a deep breath. You got 53 seconds. If you can get one, great. But you got to win the draw, and that's where it all starts. Lack of possession means lack of shots. Lack of shots equal lack of scoring, and it just keeps tumbling from there.
And this is why Northwestern, they're number 3 in the country. By the way, you wonder how could they have 2 losses? They're number 3 in their country. Their 2 losses are to the number 1 and number 2 teams in the country.
Yeah, that's it's pretty top heavy, and that's fun lacrosse when you start watching those games. I mean, not that this is excellent lacrosse, but I'm talking those 1 and 2 games are 1 and 3, especially when you see the power of this Northwestern team where they lead in the NCAAs in almost every category, and you're like, how do they get beat? And certainly there are teams out there that are elite. And I think Coach Moore's on her way to making this Buckeye team elite. It's only her 2nd year, and I mean, they, you see that they've on the skids in the conference, but they've been close games. Oh.
Shot there is going to be a wraparound opportunity from Kate Tyak, her second goal of the game, and goes top shelf to put the Buckeyes up to 3.
And it was 53 seconds after that last goal by the Wildcats. We mentioned danger zones like 4 goals. Get one, go into the break. Take a deep breath. You're down by 3. To the number 3 team. Chip away at it. Make sure you're answering the run. Kate Tyak's the person to have the ball and the stick to make that happen.
34th goal on the season. That's going to put her up to 40 points as well. Just insane to see from someone so young, and another piece of that homegrown talent. You talked about this team is just filled with so many players from Ohio.
Yeah, and some young, strong talent, that Coach Moore has to build around, and it's got to be exciting. I know, the recent streak isn't exciting, but the competitiveness of this team is, in the future of it's going to be great.
Got a quick whistle. Looks like Northwestern will retain possession. And
going to draw a yellow card with 11 seconds. That's a tough way to start the next period. It's going to be player down.
Yellow card issued to Ohio State, number 22.
Certainly the positive is the goal. The negative is you follow it up with a physical penalty. I mean, it was physical. You're going to have to play this team somewhat physical. It's going to happen.
So Lindsay Moneymaker will sit for the Buckeyes. And with just 5.2 seconds left on the game clock, Northwestern will look for one more.
Yeah, followed up with the Brenna Emmerman with the green card. So she'll sit for a minute. 2 players down. Not ideal, Luke. Not ideal. I mean, if there's one team that can figure out a way to score in 5 seconds, it would be Northwestern, but they're going to hold. They're going to hold out for, take the lead into the next stanza of 6-3.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Longer pass, faked the shot there on that left side, but a re-pickup from the Wildcats. Passed on in, tipped by the Buckeyes and recovered. Defensive turnover, and it's none other than Lily Sherman to bounce herself back. Still that player down, though. We'll see what they can work with only 11 on.
Lily Sherman just having a senior day already.
Be critical. Those interceptions, those turnovers, everything in between. But with 60 on the shot clock, the Buckeyes are okay at just draining down this player up advantage for the Wildcats. A run back from Moneymaker, and she's back out on the field. Buckeyes back to full strength, and they're going to start with speed. The right side again, work off of Magalodi. Find their way back behind the net.
It's a pretty big win. I know it doesn't show up on a scoreboard, but being 2 players down and stifling this offense, that's a great way to start this this quarter.
Magalodi will take the penalty here. She'll run in and look for it. It's a score. She'll drop it. It's her 7th goal of the season. 20 is shot, and she finds the 4th for the Buckeyes.
Extreme patience right here, Luke. As she comes in and just goes off stick hip right there. Has to go back across her body. Patience. Undeniable right there. What a great goal. I mean, you could have not have asked for a better way to start off this quarter, Luke. I mean, you're 2 players down. You stuff one of the best offenses in the country, if not the best, scoring wise, and then you go down and score your own goal. I mean, Coach Moore has got to be just excited. It's down 6-4. Talk about answering the run.
Looks like they
might. It looks like they're going to go to the replay here. The players on Northwestern were certainly 6'4". Buckeyes on a little bit of a run. And this draw control could be just absolutely massive if they can figure out a way to control this area of the game.
It's been 8-2 so far. 10 total draws, and Northwestern almost up to double digits now with their 9th. Working up quickly here through Madison Taylor. And of course, Taylor already has 1 goal on the day and leads the team with 78. They start their rotations, and with a lot of time left in the shot clock here, you don't have to be too quick about your choice selection, but it would be nice to score quick, break open the back-to-back goals that the Buckeyes have built up on top of your score line. Pass away here, back behind the line. Inside, the fake of the shot there from Archer. Gives away here, through 2. Juggled for a little bit, pass inside and deflected. There is a Wildcat player there, 40 on the clock now. Into the X, a big shot to the shoulder there. And a bouncer pass. Will fall to the knees here, but we'll keep it alive.
Yeah, Northwestern just really trying to figure out how to play this zone right now, and it's Buckeyes have tightened it up a little bit.
Taylor pass inside. It lands, but running out of time. 10 seconds to go here. The long-range look here. Dealt away. The Buckeyes playing good defense. Pass inside. One final chance. One nut and save. Jocelyn Torres puts the body on the line.
Well, one thing you'll see with Northwestern, what they're trying to do is in the zone, you have this responsibility, space responsibility, and they're trying to pinch the responsibility, like go in between where that responsibility would be, and you can draw the defender away from their zone and move it, and they're just having a hard time doing that because the athletic ability of this Buckeye defense is just unreal.
This is Big Ten play late in the season, but with 10 and some change left to go, here's a run-in, jumping shot. What an opportunity, but what a save. Tyak was looking for the hat trick.
Just solid goalie play that we get to witness on both ends today. Great job of matching sticks right there.
Quick play, though. Wildcats pass inside, deflected there. Looked like possibly Galchek who got a stick on it.
Well, as many possessions that can end on a non-shot on goal for Northwestern is not good because, that's certainly given this Buckeye team some opportunities to stay right in the mix.
Only down by 2 after the back-to-back goals. They lead the scoring so far here in this second quarter, 1-0. Similar towards that first quarter. It's been Northwestern slow to get in it, but it feels like once they do, they score very, very quickly. Their first 2 goals were only separated by 18 seconds. 50 on the shot clock here, pass outside. A work away from Coleman. We'll toss it over. The giveaway here behind the net on the X, looking for the one-time shot. It's no good. Ammerman, no clear lane.
Yeah, Ammerman needed like another step or 2 on that to increase her angle. I mean, she's not shooting on, some amateur goalie here. I mean, she has great angles. Certainly going to have to work a little bit harder for a better angle shot.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Northwestern still with this lead. They'll hold on with a couple of quick passes before dropping it inside.
Well, they're going to carry up, try to carry these defenders out of that zone, and they're going to carry up and keep throwing back until Buckeyes run out of defenders. But Buckeyes just do a great job of reading it. They kind of know where that next pass is going to be, and they're getting their sticks in the proper passing lanes. That is the disadvantage of that strategy is you have to, the players passing the ball have to throw some fakes, open up the lanes.
Audrey Schumer on that interception, another hometown kid from Upper Arlington, as the Buckeyes get their possession going. Magalotti working around across the line, dancing it. Couple quick passes, though, behind the net. Trying to get those fakes. A score here would be monumental, but a stick touch away. It opens up a one-on-none. How about that from Bryn Ammerman? Recovers her own ground ball and buries it.
Senior having a senior day. She's well known for dishing it out, but right there, takes it herself. As we're going to see in the replay, she picks up her ground ball and again shooting around the goalie. So smart, so savvy. She knows Delaney Schweitzer has just got, a great positioning. She's got a solid goalie frame right there, and her positioning is just impeccable. So these Buckeye shooters have to shoot around her. They can't try to power it, within inches of her. And what is a great placement by Bryn Ammerman, the senior, 14th goal of the season, as we see on the board. Listen, 10 shots on goal. 6 of those have fallen in. It's not too shabby for the Buckeye offense.
They've been accurate, and that's the biggest thing. You're only down 2. The draw control, again, though, looks to be battled through. A Northwestern player drops to the ground as a 3-on-2 and a stick to the face.
I mean, the Buckeyes' total shots is 11, Luke. 10 of those on goal. So they haven't got a lot of shots, but the shots they've had have been on goal, which is what you, obviously as a coach, that's what you're telling it's 36 square feet right there. Let's just try to put it somewhere in there.
Shots on target. That's all it takes sometimes, even if the draws aren't going your way, even if the battle back isn't quite there. Shots on target can be the biggest game changer of all. A 2-on-1 chance here opens up a pass towards the right side for the Wildcats. And a 1-on-4 inside. Flag comes out, but up high, it's going to be a Torres save.
Just unbelievable save right there. I mean, that's just great. We are all spectators, including you and I, Luke, are in for a treat watching some of the talent on this field today.
And there's so much of it in this Big Ten bout. Buckeyes trying to break the 6-game loss streak they're on. They've been even in terms of their record in both home and away, 4-3 in the both of them. But trying to add another win here at home in front of the crowd. And they've got still 2.5 minutes to score 1, maybe 2 more if they can find the possession. And it's going to start on this left side work. A little spin move. How about another? Played off a 1-on-2 and Leah Sachs can't find it. Sachs tries to go for the pass. Her teammate fell to the ground. So that's going to open up a quick run to the other side. Held by Rozga. Passed away, dropped for a second. The recollection not taking their time. They want a goal now, and they'll get it! The long-range shot connects from Madison Taylor for her 79th goal of the season.
Yeah, just an absolute hammer right here, and exactly what the Wildcats needed just to answer, and that's something that they probably aren't too accustomed to, especially against the Buckeyes, who they've just dominated over the years. But she takes the game in her stick and says, "Hey, look, enough is enough. Let me put the ball in the back of the net for y'all."
She's at 110 points on the season with that goal. Just an absolute leader and putting Northwestern back up by 3. I mean, the battle back, you talked about it, answering those runs. Yeah. Northwestern has been so good at that.
Yep, she's the preseason player of the year selection for a reason.
Another draw win for the Wildcats. Seems like, the sky is blue. Northwestern is winning draws.
We're fortunate the sky is blue, Luke. We were told lightning at 1 o'clock. The only lightning that happened at 1 o'clock is the Buckeyes opening up the scoring.
Hoping those storms stay away. It's been a beautiful day so far with the clouds opening up. But the beautiful scoring, how about this? A work away, Hargraves not going to get the full call they wanted. No free chance, but it will be the work on in here.
Well, minute 6 left, down by 3. Free position here, not ideal, but so far Torres has been stellar in these scenarios.
Wants to deny the double digits, and she won't. It's another score for Riley Campbell. Puts the soup on the board and gets them 10.
Northwestern won goal by number 24, Riley Campbell.
Riley Campbell being a lefty on that left side gives her a little bit more room to work. Left side to the keeper, that is, and gives her a little more angle, and she just gets that off stick. A little off stick bouncer. What a player.
And what an answer. Again, I mean, back-to-back goals. You're talking about 2.5 minutes left to go. The Buckeyes were looking good, and now all of a sudden in that danger territory once again. Double digits here for Northwestern. Not uncommon for them to score 20 goals. They've done that 3 times this year.
It's a matter of possessions for the Buckeyes. I mean, you look at the 10 shots, 6 goals. It's like, but they just have struggled here, but not this time.
4th draw control win. They lose it off a turnover, though. Sam Smith able to get in front of that one and put the Wildcats back in the driver's seat.
Sam Smith having a little senior day herself.
Here's a pass up top. It's going to go 1, 2, 3 to the right side.
Well, ideally, if they can get set in their offense before the Buckeyes can assume their positions in their zone, that would be ideal. Big save.
Torres, another good body save there to bounce it off. And with 25 seconds left, you wonder, how fast can the Buckeyes go? Would love one more before we enter halftime. Up midfield, it's going to be Lily Sherman carrying the ball, loses it for a second. Picks up the ground ball and now goes. Green light for Sherman, shoots and scores!
Coast to coast. What a goal.
Sherman, the drive downfield, full of gas, and puts the 7th on the board for the Buckeyes.
What a way to end well, can't say it's over yet, but 7.5 seconds left in the half. Coast to coast, just an absolute dot in that low corner right there. Senior from Upper Arlington saying, hey, this is my last time playing on this field. I'm going to make it all count.
Puts the Buckeyes back out of the danger zone. And it's been an exciting one.
12 shots total, 11 on goal, 7 goals. Wouldn't say that's Delaney Schweitzer's best day so far. And certainly small concern for the Northwestern Wildcats. If the Buckeyes can manipulate some draw controls, get some possessions, they can inch their way right back into this.
Northwestern has been pretty open about swapping who is between the pipes throughout the season. Schweitzer, though, the most games played out of anybody on the team. And with the time expiring there, it'll roll across the dirt.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Just a lot.
Oh, okay. I just wondered. I was curious. I've heard this term several times in my life. I'm creeping on 52 years old. I just never knew what it was. And big win for the Buckeyes. Nothing better than getting a goal and make them take them. If they can just hold on to the possession, that's been the toughest part.
That was a nice quick run as well from Harrington. The speed from the Buckeyes.
Just run to open space. Run to open space. Get it to the hands team. That's been their problem, winning draws and not maintaining possession, Luke. And this time they're able to manage.
Possession ever important in a goal here. Feeling ever necessary as the time ticks on by. Right side one-on-one here from Tyak, who's already got 2 today. Tyak work back behind the X. Pass again, inside, drop down, save. Credit that one to the defense and Mary Carroll, who gets in front of it.
Yeah, this absolute monumental check right there. Just needed that because that would have been point blank, and getting this game back to 2 goals for the Buckeyes would be pretty tough. I mean, not going to lie, the way they're playing right now, you want to try to keep this 3-4 goal lead heading into the fourth quarter for sure.
We've got a packed crowd here on senior night. Fans littering the stands and under the scoreboard as well, but looked like a shot almost to the head there.
I got to call it in the goal mouth.
So Buckeyes regain possession. Those turnovers ever critical to keep their game plan going.
Anything that doesn't end on a shot on goal, Luke, the Buckeyes will take. And on this gorgeous day, it turned out to be when we were anticipating. I mean, all week long they were talking about, you know, the storm of a lifetime coming through, and we end up with this beautiful day. Welcome to Ohio. That's how it works here.
That is Ohio for you. Wildcats pretty familiar with weather as well.
Yeah, Chicago. Flew into Chicago the other day, Luke. It was quite a landing in the rain. I'm not going to lie. It was one of the scariest experiences I've had on a plane. Ooh, got a shot.
How about a scary shot for the Buckeyes?
Yeah.
They work it out. And a possible free position play here.
Absolute missile. That's probably one of the best saves of the day for Schweitzer. She gets her hands down low quick, comes up with a big save. Playing the high arc here. Playing the angles. As you can see, it's just such a low angle scenario.
So Coleman from the left side will work the free position. Checking in with the referees and her teammates.
Yeah, 38 seconds left. I would not be surprised to see her pass this off with such a low angle and save possession.
Here's Coleman looking for the pass indeed. We'll play it back with still a full shot clock to go basically. The chunk away here, the right side. Ooh, the step out interception from Schweitzer. Doesn't get them the possession, but it's put some pressure on the Buckeyes here.
Oh, it's definitely tipped. I don't know. I mean, I feel it. Yeah, as I say, we're getting a confirmation there. It's good that they can get together and confirm that, but I think there was very little doubt.
The whistle down, we're going to get Ammerman went a little bit quick.
Yeah, I think Brent Ammerman behind the goal right now is what you need. You need a little bit of that because this is where she goes. She makes her money here.
She's got 1 goal in the day already. Those assists, though, where she's known for. Ooh. A high shot there up top from Tyak. Ammerman gets it back. 20 seconds to go. Looking for the wraparound. Ammerman finds it. Second goal of the day. Top pins.
Schweitzer's trying to make an argument for something, but I can't imagine what it would be. Earlier, Luke, Bren tried that question mark move on the other end of the. Remember, I said she needed to get a little bit higher. She's calling for a dangerous follow through. That's what they're looking for, but I don't know if they're going to come over and take a look at it.
I've had a couple reviews overall today. They've been more favorably towards Ohio State.
Okay, so this question mark move is where you drive up and you push away from your defender and you switch to the other hand. She had such a low angle on this other end, and it was just such an easy save. said you got to get a little bit more room. You got to get, give yourself more of that 36 square feet when you hit this move, and she did this time. But this follow through is that question. And wow, what a turn this would be for. I'd say it's a big turn for the Wildcats because Buckeyes are just chipping away at this right now, and get an explanation now.
I don't know what it is about the start of these quarters. Whatever it is, the Buckeyes have been feasting on it.
Yeah, more of that for Coach Moore, she's saying. Credit Delaney Swites here for just getting on this call right away. I mean, if nothing else, got to give yourself a chance. I mean, I'm no professional, so I'm not going to speculate what I would call, but looks like Delaney Schweitzer's argument is going to be met. It's going to be Wildcat ball and no goal.
Take it off the board. You kind of got to see there at the end of that replay, kind of wincing in pain from that shot to the head. And that will take Bryn Ammerman's second goal of the game off the board.
Yeah, Bryn can punch her hands a little bit more out to the side and shoot around her defender. That's just an amazing goal, but unfortunately, it's hard to see your defender when they're on your back like that and gets that dangerous follow through. And Wildcats live to fight another day.
They also get Ammerman on the bench here, so a player-up scenario. Working around the line again. A chance for a 2-goal swing from a denial of the OSU goal to scoring one of your own. These longer passes, the setup length, and again, the zone battle from the Buckeyes. That quickly encapsulates that back line. From the top key again, Taylor would love a hat trick here. Taylor playing the 1-on-2, now with speed. A 1-on-2 again. Taylor not had much space. The pass towards the left side. Shot and goal! The assist from Taylor. The goal from Monroe.
I don't know what this discussion could possibly be about, but again, I'm no certified women's lacrosse ref, so. Wow. Oh, they're going to call shooting space right here. Oh, and they take the goal off, but give Monroe another opportunity to score.
Monroe will get her left side chance here, trying to put the Cats up by 4. One-time shot goes high and bounces up over.
Well, she got that low to high and felt like that was a reasonable option and goes back for it, but just can't connect on the goal.
Kind of a 1-2-3 pass try that goes
what
awry.
A break for the Buckeyes. I mean, they earned it, of course, but sometimes the shooting space will go your favor, like in that scenario, which some people don't love. They figure if you scored, put it on the board.
It's vastly different, like you talked about, kind of moving from those different levels. So learning that is ever important. A 1-2 play, this is just a free run for the Buckeyes, but it's a ball lost. Unable to keep it was Campbell Stone.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Statement in Chicago saying, hey, look at me. I'm kind of good. I like this Toraton trophy. It would look good on my mantle in New York.
She is going to definitely be a finalist, not only a notable mention for that, and would not be surprised if she adds that to her trophy shelf. Of course, for Northwestern as well, already have secured themselves the Big Ten regular season championship. Of course, we'll have that tournament starting up here in just a few short weeks.
April 23rd is the first round of the Big Ten tournament, which the Northwestern Wildcats coming in as the regular season champs.
Here's a chance from the right side and a score. The Buckeyes still fighting on their home turf. And give it to Hannah Johnson to lay that one in the top.
let's get the double take on that. Luke, I think Campbell Stone. Yeah. Campbell Stone, number 9, from Upper Arlington with the paste. Just throwing it down right there, and little answer, coming back with, just like they've been doing, Luke. They've been starting strong in the quarters, ending strong. And as we approach the end of the third, maybe they can put a couple in and keep it respectable and striking distance for the fourth.
6 more to go. Still about 18 minutes of time left to go in our combined last 2 quarters. Here on Big Ten Plus, the draw control 18-7. The Northwestern Wildcats lead that category. The Buckeyes just need some sort of possession to get back their way. A nice little knock will fall to the goal scorer in Campbell Stone. Stone, the sophomore out of Upper Arlington, Ohio, and gets another quick shot towards the right side. From behind the net, they work again. Tyak started the passing chain and will end up in the hands of Leah Sachs. Leah Sachs working the line, working one-on-one. Northwestern going for more of that man-to-man offense. Here's the one-on-one. That right side has been open. Another chance, but knocked down in front. Annie Hargraves couldn't get a clean angle. Still the possession, still the pass behind the X. Quick 1-2. Ammerman trying to make up for that goal that was denied. Ammerman just takes some space, passes it away. And Tyak will hold it.
Well, Tyak right there kind of stood behind her, allowing her defender to double, which is rare for Kate. But,
here's a quick run-in.
Right.
Buckeyes are battling, Buckeyes are going, and very quickly, Hargraves found some space and exploited it.
Buckeyes are not going away, are they?
Buckeye goal, number 3, Annie Hargraves.
So, Luke, as we get a break in the action, Madison Taylor had 11 shots last year. I was like, that doesn't seem right. She had 11 shots, 5 goals, 1 assist in this game last year. So she has matched her goal production in the 24 performance against the Buckeyes. We're allowed to make mistakes, Luke. I was like, 11, that seems a little high. But they did score 19 goals last year, so they're on their path if they can get 4 more, tie their goal production in the 2024 competition against the Buckeyes.
For Hargraves, though, and the rest of the crew, they're making sure to fight and try and keep the scoreline close. That is Hargraves' 17th goal of the season. And also along with that, her 18th point. Just 1 assist, but has a lot of shots. Really does put the production out there. 5 now is the scoreline, and you know what? The Buckeyes not leaving just yet in this game.
Coach Moore's got to love the fight in her team right now. I mean, it's been 38 days since they've experienced a win. Sometimes you just got to remember how to win a game, and it's, they absolutely hammered Oregon, who has yet to find a win in conference. They got USC later today. But, man, they started off conference play strong with putting up 20 goals in Eugene, on the road. And then it's just been tough, tough ever since.
6 straight losses for the Buckeyes, 5 straight wins for the Wildcats. 2 very different entrances in towards this series. We've got about 60 seconds left in the game clock. Shot clock, you can pretty much turn it off at this point. At the line, though, the Wildcats, they love scoring late. Taylor approaching that extra one, and she's going to lose her goggles.
No card. So I do believe that you have to have a little theatrics to try to get that yellow card to pull out of the referee's pocket as much as you can. But generally the goggles popping off is somewhat of an indicator. Oh,
another little trip, another little fall. 30 seconds left with this physical game, and working towards that left side. Bowling the pass and shot. Not quite there, up over the right side. Retain of possession for the Wildcats. 16.4 left to go.
I think Riley Campbell's done that shooting drill before, where she just cuts across and they feed her.
Yeah.
And she just shoots across the goalie's body. It's just come so natural for her.
Team in complete synchronization. But now 15 seconds left. What can they produce from it? Over towards that left side. They'll find a pass up top. Taylor. Taylor inside. Wraparound shot and goal! Another one! How about the redshirt sophomore and the 16th goal of the season for the Wildcats?
Western goal, number 11, Abby Lotatia.
A lot of trust to throw that ball in there. But, you know, you have a short clock. You really have limited options, so you go for it. And you'll see the pass to the inside. She takes her time, and see Abby, redshirt freshman from Lindenhurst, New York, takes her time and throws in the back of the net. Again, about a yard on top of Torres. Like, that's just a tough day at work when you're seeing all these shots right in front of your face. 6 goal today. That's incorrect. Sorry. We, again, we're all human. We can make mistakes there, Luke.
7th goal of the season, first of the day today for Abby. And production from everywhere. I mean, before that goal, funny enough, Northwestern started with 6 different goal scorers, and then those same goal scorers kept on scoring over and over again. With only a few seconds left to go, though, it's the Buckeyes with a final missed pass.
For 10 goals, you know, not a bad day for the Buckeyes. They just happen to be playing Northwestern today.
A very good team, number 3 in the country, but a nice draw control win for the Buckeyes. That is really huge to see. Getting the possession, the starts of these quarters have been very strong. But off of those draw control wins, we've often said it, they haven't been able to get that production. A lot of their goals have just come off speed, and a possible one-on-one chance not taken there from Magalotti.
Well, one thing that the Wildcats do a great job of, if they lose a draw, boy, do they just swarm the ball carrier, and it's relentless.
Taylor again! How about 6? Taylor is having an all-time performance day and puts the Wildcats up by 7.
Well, anybody that votes for the Tewaaraton has got their highlighters out.
They've had him out.
Yeah, no question. And now you're taking off your other shoe, Luke. I mean, you're trying to count these goals. I mean, geez.
Shot placement.
Yeah. Nah, she's elite, and we are all have the luxury of watching elite lacrosse right now with Madison Taylor. I mean, we're not talking like just like a traffic cone in this goal either. We're talking like an elite goalie that she's putting these in on.
I mean, for Torres, she's got a season save percentage entering today of around .500. She's at a .29, even with all those early saves. And you talk about for Taylor, who has just put on a monumental performance, one away from tying the career high with the goal she's earned today, has surpassed her. Some of the other Big Ten cohorts, you could say, that are at the top of the overall goal scoring and now leads the nation in that category. So she has definitely just showed she can do everything.
Well, put it in perspective, Luke. Madison Taylor currently has almost as many goals as most teams have been able to score on the Buckeyes, period, as a full team. So pretty impressive.
And still with time left to go. Buckeyes battling, Buckeyes shooting top high there.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Oh, a minute plus one is, maybe a little unrealistic, but hey, finish strong.
Leah Sachs looking for the good finish and gets it. Beats Schweitzer, puts the Buckeyes up to 11 and scores the hat trick.
Her third goal of the day.
It's a strong way for the grad student to go out as a Buckeye. Fight to the end.
It's that left side, and I feel like the lower shots today have been catching Schweitzer off guard, but also those free position shots, no matter who you're playing against, can always be tough.
Yeah, I don't want to be in that position. Luke, you want to go out there
I'm
and
good.
take some free position shots? Not me.
20th goal of the season as well, a huge milestone to hit for the graduate student. 33 points as well with those goal additions. So chipping into the lead, you're still looking at a goal every minute. It's got to come off these draw controls if the Buckeyes want the slim chance that there is. And they win it. Pushing their way forward, they've got offense in ready to go. Hargraves.
Well, you see, when you put the extra defender back, that means you have one less offensive player forward. So when you do get a chance to win it forward, so potentially at 5:45 in the game, go ahead and throw the extra, offensive player in the attack zone so you can push and try to get some transition. I mean, at this point, you got to change up some strategy and hope for the best.
Northwestern wild card. Yellow card, rather, on the Wildcats, number 2.
Looks like we're going to see a yellow card on Jalen Rosga here for the Wildcats.
St. Paul, Minnesota. Native is going to take a seat in the sin bin. And the Buckeyes, the player up opportunity.
It's the exact scenario you would want if you want to make this comeback. And starting with Ammerman, moves it along that right side. Quick in transition and needing to find a goal relatively fast here. Especially with that player up. Nice slot inside, work in, and a goal! The passing play comes to fruition. Annie Hargraves, the Ohio native, does it for the hometown crowd.
Annie Hargraves. That's Hargraves' second goal of the day.
Senior, taking the senior day seriously. Just, hey, going to go out like a blaze of fury right here. And 5-goal game. Hey, we said goal a minute, and I said +1. They already got the +1 now, Luke. So, I don't know. I'm not a betting man, but if they can win the draw, I would like to see. I would like to see the Buckeyes put the extra or go back to even on the attack side, because if they can win it, at least they don't put themselves at this disadvantage that they've been in when they've won it, and they've had that extra defender Northwestern has to come up and put pressure on the ball.
Looks like Buckeyes are still going to rock that defense-heavy mindset, but they'll win it again. Actually, it's a giveaway.
Yeah.
Northwestern, all they've got to do now is just melt that clock. You wonder if the Buckeyes will go press heavy to try and disrupt some of those passes. For Taylor, who already has 6 goals on the day, though, the rest of the team is just looking to feed her. Behind the net this time, slotting pass is missed. No turnover just yet, and the recovery is good from Campbell. Behind the X work again, 4:30 left to go. Taylor has it. Lucky number 7. Is it on the cards? Taylor working a 1-on-3, ready for the pass. Intercepted. Battle on the ground. It'll be won by Ella Wright. A sophomore out of Berwyn, Pennsylvania, gets the Buckeyes another chance here.
Got some speed. Need some speed right now. You're under 4 minutes. Down by 5, Luke.
It's a tough scenario to be in, But the fight is there, that's for sure. As many goals as you can get, as many as you can score here at the end of the season. Chunk to the left side here, working off a cross step. Barhurst the giveaway, and the pass doesn't find Leah Sachs. A turnover might have just sealed the game.
Well, like bridging the gap last year, this game was 19-10 in the Evanston, game, and not that you're always looking for moral victories, but Coach Moore's second season, you're like, hey, we're playing a 5-goal game, by the way, with the number 3 team in the country, and it could end better than that even. We're making progress, even though one win in conference is not ideal, but last week against Maryland, it's a 3-goal game. You're making some strides in the program, and maybe I spoke too soon. That's, possible.
Lots of goals here for Northwestern. This one falling through from Riley Campbell. Another one of these really experienced players, and we talked about experience for the Buckeyes, but for Northwestern as well, just getting everybody really involved. Just that one-on-one chance, able to overall beat Audrey Schumer on that left side, and then just scores it. So 18 now for the Cats. Campbell actually had the first goal scored of the game, and now possibly the last one, but with 2.5 minutes left to go, there is still time enough to get some more goals.
Buckeyes, 2 minutes, 43 seconds away from the end of the senior day here and last regular season game, which this season started off on fire, and it's something to build off of. It would be interesting to see what next year's schedule looks like. I know they definitely love their regional play, and they get some challenging games in there for sure. But this Big Ten is just not getting any easier.
There's a lot of really good teams, and there will continue to be a lot of really good teams.
Yeah, you invite USC, Oregon to the party.
Chance around the side, and how about another? Tally them up, tally them up. This time, Nikki Miles, who scored the hat trick earlier, will find her fourth.
Goal number 15, Nikki Miles.
We're at 2 minutes into the game, or 2 minutes left in the game, I should say, with 7 goals up, and I was just wondering, are you going to see Coach Kelly and Monty Hiller start to sub some people in, or is she just going to say, you know what, we're going to make a statement here, we're just going to keep throwing them in the back of the net? It's hard to say, on a senior day. I think if the game is out of control for the Buckeyes, you're going to try to maybe get some seniors in that end out the game. It's coach's choice.
And it's kind of interesting. We were talking about before our broadcast, the coaching team of Northwestern, it's not just one of the Hiller family, it's actually 2. They've got the husband-wife combination on the coaching team.
Oh, yeah. No, it's got to be an interesting dinner conversation. You go from, did we pay the bills to, hey, did you talk to the goalie recruit today? And I just sure they obviously do a great job together. You're talking like, there's a lot of rings, double the rings hanging out in that house. 8 national championships between the 2 of them. Mm-hmm. It's not too shabby. So 16 rings. I don't even know what else do you put on your mantle. Just family family heirlooms are just nothing but national championship rings.
And for this Northwestern program as well, you talk about on the road, they have been insane. flawless, no losses, 5-0, and how about another? They cannot stop scoring. They've tried. They can't. It's 20 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, like I said, they could have easily, against this zone, they could have easily just hung out, threw the ball around the perimeter, milked the clock. Just not going to be their style. You know, they want to, I mean, they've scored, I mean, how many times, Luke, you were telling me earlier, 20 goals plus this year?
3 times. This is now the 4th.
4th time. We're not talking, I mean, we're talking about a team that gives up 8 goals a game. You know, this is like unbelievable.
And how about a way to do it from a redshirt sophomore, only the 2nd goal of the season for Rachel Weiner. A Parkland, Florida native is able to bury the 20th goal of the game. And, I mean, we were talking about going into halftime. Buckeyes were only trailing by 3. They started pretty hefty in towards that 3rd quarter. But it's this Northwestern offense they've never really been able to keep up with.
I felt like it was just 2 seconds ago. I said they could end this game. Buckeyes within 5 of the number 3 team, and here we are with a minute left, and now we're at 7. So, I mean, the Northwestern Wildcats are starting to sub some men, but not too crazy.
You said goal every minute, and Northwestern heard you.
Yeah, I guess the wrong team heard me there, Luke. If we wanted to see this game end in a competitive fashion.
Well, the Buckeyes at least hold it. The senior day stint here. It's another shot down low, but another save for Schweitzer, who has kept the Cats in this game. A toss high. We're under 30. Shot clock is off at this point, and it's just going to be Schweitzer ready to go. A couple of passes forward, and that should seal the deal. But do they want to stop? No. They want some more goals. They want the speed. They want a 3-on-3 dive in. And they'll get another chance. 5 to go. Pass behind the X. Now a hold, and that will be it. The Cats victorious 20-12, pouring it on here at the end.